All throughout high school, I wanted to be a music teacher. I did everything: concert band, jazz band, a cappella groups. I performed in the talent shows, I auditioned for the state bands and choirs. I took voice lessons and ran around in a jester costume singing Renaissance music. I couldn't sleep the night before they announced the marching band section leaders, terrified at the thought of being denied the opportunity to get others as crazy in love with music as I was. But I didn't love everything about music. One of my gripes was one of the rules of music theory, as nerdy as I was about it all. Western musicians are a bit like Western scientists, where they come up with tons of different methods and operations to accomplish the same thing just to get their name known somewhere. They're so good at it, stuffy musicians will argue with you that a sforzando is any different from an accent when Google itself says that a sforzando is an accent. If you look at the notes on a piano and at the physical wavelengths of notes on a scale, E sharp, F flat, C flat, and B sharp do not exist. They don't. Their names are theoretical and their existence is theoretical. The same thing goes for double sharps, double flats. They don't have to be there. They're replaceable with other words and methods we already know and use. The ones we're used to. I knew so much about music. I was so good and passionate about it all that all my opinions, like these, were strong, and yet oh my god. COVID hit in 2020, and I didn't get to perform my last musical. I went from music groups, practices, every day after school until nightfall, and over the summer until my shins were bruised from marching to nothing. I didn't sing, I didn't play. There was nowhere to watch others perform, at least not in ways that felt just morbid and barren, limited. A week before I started at UWM, by then, my only class that wasn't online was my choir class. I stopped wanting to be a music major. I dropped the class and lived at home in Illinois for my first year. And what was it about joining the choir program again my sophomore year, and being terrified to go to class, to performances, surrounding myself with folks who never stopped creating music even when ensembles weren't possible? Sitting in an auditorium, watching all the other choirs create beautiful music that I long to be a part of and somehow feel too inadequate to try and face in the rest of them. Like a fraud. Unnecessary, replaceable. My feelings towards music are so mixed. Practically a B sharp. I could be there. I could be adding. But I'm not necessarily needed. Easily misread, hard to understand, needs an excuse to be there. Can't simply be. I'm still learning to accept that loving music doesn't have to be about what I give to it. I'm not a failure because I want to play, not be a professional. I'm still learning to find my place in the music world and to feel good enough to start making music with others again. I started taking the piano class this spring, and it's been really fun. I even got to play one of my favorite songs, and I'm improving, and I think that's what matters to me.